Hey everyone! What's up everyone? It's Friday. What are you doing? It's probably like the dinner hour, so everybody's probably making dinner, getting ready for date night, maybe going to check out a concert. So I just want to do a little check-in because my Biggest Loser challenge is almost over, and I'm like a few days from the end, and I'm thinking, okay, now what? Now I've done all of the things for the Biggest Loser. I've been doing it hardcore for about a month now. I've lost a ton amount of inches, which is super cool. And I've lost 6 pounds for the Biggest Loser challenge, which is pretty cool. Hey Kathleen, hey there Mama Crystal. And I feel like I've hit a plateau. I have been doing keto for 3 months. I feel like a rock star with it. I got it down. I'm making up recipes. I'm getting to a point where I don't even have to I feel like I don't have to mark everything in my little app, unless it's going to be a day where I'm not sure. I'm ready for the next level, because there's a time where it doesn't matter what you're doing, whether it be a Mediterranean diet, keto diet, low-fat diet, going vegan, you name it. It don't matter what you do, you're gonna hit a plateau, right? Like, it happens. And wow, this needs to be so much higher. Hold on. I don't want the words to be all up in my face. There we go. Is that better? There we go. So, like any good system, you need support and a running partner, right? So my really good friend, Toya, and I both started keto around the same time, and we are both have been trying out different things, different supplements, different plans, and anything new that we come across that can help us be more successful for our journey, we share that with each other, and it's been amazing. And where I'm at right now, and I think where a lot of people are at in my group and people who have been trying different things, are hitting this plateau. Here's the thing. A lot of great weight loss plans out there have a cleanse period where you just wash everything out of your system and you cleanse it out. And it's a reboot. It reboots your system, okay? And so you want to have a system in place. You want to know exactly what to eat. You want to have supplements that wash out your system, but yet replenish your electrolytes. So I have created a plan with the help of my sister girl for a reboot cleanse. It's a 60-hour cleanse. You guys, anybody can commit to 60 hours. It's not like the last challenge where it was a 30-day challenge, well, a whole month challenge depending on the month, where you had to commit for a whole month. And you know, it's hard, especially when you're trying something new. So if you're in a place where you're looking to start a lifestyle change, and it doesn't matter what that change is, and we're talking an eating lifestyle change, okay? A healthy lifestyle change. And it doesn't matter what the plan is or what you're doing, you want to start off with the reboot. If you're hitting a plateau, you want to start with the reboot and you want a plan of action. So we have a 60-hour game plan of what you're going to eat, what supplements you're going to take, and you're going to have to suck it up. And you're gonna have to drink half your body weight in water. I know, it's a lot of water. I am not a water person. I've never been a water person. My mom brought me up thinking Kool-Aid was our water, and that's how we got our water in. And when I had like real water, I was like, ew, I don't want that. And it's taken my whole adult life to get used to water. I still have a hard time with just water. And I discovered Mio, thank goodness, because Mio has these sugars that don't spike your insulin, so pretty much anybody can take it. It's not harmful. It doesn't have aspartame. It's pretty amazing. And so I squirt a little bit of that in my water. Now, when I first started doing it, my water, it didn't even look like water. It looked like whatever the Mio flavor was. And you know, now I can have water, just a little squirt of it, and it just really depends on my mood. How much of it I put in. If I want like a treat and I want to feel like I'm drinking something other than water, then you know, I'm gonna put a lot of the Mio in there. So of course, you know, the more you weigh, the more water you have to drink. That's just the way the ball bounces. But here's the deal. Isn't this encouragement to try to lose as much as you can so you don't have to drink as much water? See, this is my goal, right? I have to drink water. So let's just say I have to drink about 110, 105. God, actually, it's gone down. See, every pound I lose, my water intake lowers. Yes, yes. So I'm down to about 103, 102 ounces of water. It used to be like, oh my gosh, I used to have to take in like 140 ounces of water or something crazy like that. I don't know. All I know is the smaller I get, the lower my water gets. So here's the deal, y'all. I put these packs together, these Reboot Body Full Cleanse starter packs. It's a super small investment. It's $45 for a 3-day boot, and it's gonna kickstart your body. So no matter what plan you're on, no matter what plan you're wanting to start, if you're ready to get healthy and ready to get real about getting healthy, you want to start with the Reboot. Now, I am going to invest in these products, and I'm gonna put them into these little bundles for each person, and I can really only afford to invest in 20 people. So unfortunately, I can take 20 people, and that's about it. Hey, Tay-Tay. So if you're ready and you're serious and you're ready to take your health serious and start a plan of action, you'll want to start with the Reboot. Message me. Again, I have 20 spots, and I have a group for my keto people, and I also have a group for my health nut people who are just that group is for body, mind, and soul, getting healthy in all areas. And I'm gonna save 5 spots for them because they're in my group. So there is the benefit of being in my community support group, is that we talk about these kind of things and these supports in the group first, and we support each other with that. And then when I go live on my private wall and talk about these things, it's doing it outside our group so I can help more people. But in order to do it, eventually I want to get you in the group so we can focus on a smaller unit of people versus like a big world of Facebook, right? So you guys, my mission is to not only be the healthiest me I can be, and for me, a healthy weight and size for me is to be like a size 9 and 12 for me, for my body type. That is a healthy size for me. This is a life mission to get to my healthy me. That means a lifestyle change of food, a mental change of how I see food, how I work with food, how I cook my food. And then there's a spiritual change. Your spirit has to be connected to your mind in order to do everything that you want to do to connect, because they're all connected, right? Mind, soul, and health. It has to be all connected. Otherwise, you're just a drone and you're going through the things, and you end up going right back to your saboteurs that got you to the place where you are now. Because we're not all taught, unfortunately, how to eat correctly. We're not all taught about different ways of eating for different body types and different lifestyles. So we have to work together. We have to learn together, and that's what support groups are all about. And so I'm ready to start this challenge. Let's see, what is the date? Toya, what's the date we're starting this challenge? My girl Toya is doing the same kind of challenge with her network of people. And we just kind of work together because, you know, since we started keto and feeling amazing, it changes your whole mind's perspective. And when you feel this good from feeling so bad and eating things that make you happy, you want to share that with people. We want to share it. Tell us about the reboot and how it works. Okay. So you guys want to hear about the reboot and how it works? You guys want more details of how this works? I was going to tell them in person, but she's saying I should tell you more about how it is. Okay, so it's super simple. It's ridiculously simple. So the day of your first part of the challenge starts at 8 o'clock at night. So let's say the reboot started today, okay? You would eat just your regular basic food. You're not going to get crazy. You're not going to go eat pizza and candy and ice cream the day of the reboot, okay? Because we start at 8 o'clock at night. So you don't want to get crazy. It is a cleanse. It is a reboot, but we don't want to get crazy before that. So we're going to start at 8 o'clock at night. That means 8 o'clock is your cutoff time. There is going to be no food, but lots of water, and then bedtime. Okay, so it doesn't matter what time you go to bed. Now for me, I'm already used to eating all my food by 8 o'clock. I have already set a routine in which I have an 8-hour window in which I eat all my food, and 8 o'clock's like cutoff line. Then we're gonna wake up in the morning. Now, this is where we're gonna have to customize it for each person because everybody's schedule is different. And so this is just an idea of a basic schedule. So let's say at 9 o'clock in the morning, you're going to drink ketones. It's a ketone drink, and it's going to help put your body in a state of ketosis. No, you don't have to you don't have to do keto to do this, but having your body have the ketones in your body while doing a cleanse is really going to help flush out all the toxins and all the bad things in your body. And that's what this is about. You guys, it's flushing everything out to help you poop, to get all the stuff out. I know it sounds really gross. I'm so not into bodily functions, and just saying it out loud, it's like, ew, I said it. But it's the fact. We're flushing the toxins and all the crap out of your body. So when you start your new challenge of whatever it is, it's gonna give you a reboot. It's gonna burst your metabolism out the door. It's gonna make things run faster, easier. It's not gonna have to get through all the sludge in order for what you're doing to start working. It's gonna actually kickstart it in overdrive. So as you start, it's actually gonna do more for you. So we're gonna start with the ketones, and we're gonna start, burn. I have been talking about burn all week, all last week. So here's the funny thing. You're gonna get burn in this restart. Burn is that thing I've been talking about that I take every morning that literally takes away my hunger. So much so that I've not even been eating my first meal until like 2:30. Just drinking water and taking my burn. I found out, and apparently I've been told this before and I just didn't get it through my head, I was supposed to take 3 of these burns. 3. Every morning with my water, and one took away my appetite. 1 gave me the energy. I'm like, oh my God, what is 3 gonna do? What it's gonna do is not only is it speeding up your metabolism, not only is it taking away the cravings and your hunger, but it actually helps burn the fat. What? Like, I didn't get that concept. And I've been taking 1 of these burns, just 1, and I was supposed to be taking 3. And I can't even imagine how much more weight I would have lost on the Biggest Loser Challenge if I actually took the product right. A little frustrating, but it's okay because that's what a reboot is all about. So you're going to take the ketones drink, and you're gonna take the burn. And Taylor, to answer your question, the cleanse is $45 and it's for 60 hours. And I'm gonna provide you with all the supplements and all the things you need to do the cleanse. So at 9 a.m., you're gonna do the ketone drink and you're gonna do the burn. Okay, again, this is a mock time schedule. I will customize it for everybody's different schedules. 12 p.m. Okay, for those of you who never heard of bone broth, this might sound a little gross, but it actually tastes really amazing. Hi, Jennifer. Thank you, baby doll. I'm gonna kick it because next month I'm gonna be doing another Biggest Loser, and I'm going to lose at least 12 pounds. But I need a reboot. I need a reboot. At 12 o'clock, we're gonna drink 8 ounces of bone broth. It's like beef broth, but made out of the bones, which has a whole lot more nutrition, a whole lot more health benefits to it. I don't know, can we add garlic salt to that? I mean, it's bone broth. I'm sure there's plenty of salt. Here, look at me already trying to change things up. So typical of me. At 3 o'clock, we're gonna have Revitalize, and it's gonna replenish your electrolytes, because at this point we are rebooting our system, right? So we need to put back the electrolytes. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, why can't I just drink some Gatorade? Well, because of the fact it has 1,000,000 grams of sugar. And putting sugar in our bodies during reboot is doing the exact opposite of what you're doing. You don't want the sugars, okay? Not only that, I believe, what is it called again? Now I forgot what it's called. That's how much I don't even want it in my head. Gatorade. It has a base made of Pennzoil? What is it? I know it's poison, but what is it? What is that thing, Toyo, that's in Gatorade? God, I just lost it. I had it earlier. Anyway, it's shit. It's not good for you. This is going to be all natural, sugar-free electrolytes. That's going to do a whole lot more than just give you electrolytes. It's going to benefit you so much. Yes, you can add seasoning, not lots of salt. Yes, for seasoning. I'm going to add Mrs. Dash to mine, just saying. At 6 to 7 p.m. Again, this is an estimated time. This is your dinner time. And this is when you're going to do the organic bone broth once again. So you're going to have it at noon for your lunch, and you're going to have it again for dinner. Okay? You want to have organic bone broth. That's the only thing I'm not going to supply for you. I'm going to supply the supplements and the electrolytes and the keto drink burn. But you guys are going to have to go buy you some bone broth. Okay? You're also going to want to buy some eggs if you don't have eggs at home, because you're going to do day 1 and 2 exactly the same. Before we start this whole thing, 8 o'clock at night, at that hour, you need a friend, because you're going to have a friend help you with measurements. I can't stress this enough. I lost more in inches than I have ever lost in weight during this whole process of my lifestyle change. It's frustrating because I want to see the numbers go down a whole lot more than they do. But seeing is believing. I look at myself, I can see I'm smaller in the face. I can see I'm smaller in my neck. I can see I'm getting smaller. It's vital that you take your measurements. Matter of fact, to start the reboot with me, you got to send me the measurements, okay? We got to have that, because I want you to see after 60 hours, you're gonna be smaller, and your weight's gonna go down and your inches are gonna go down. You're gonna feel amazing. And after doing that, you're gonna want to eat healthy. You're gonna want to do something different than what you've been doing to eat differently, okay? And if you're into keto, if you want to try keto, you gotta message me. I feel like I'm a keto master at this point. We'll talk about that another time. So that's a totally different off subject. Okay, I'm a little bit crazy about keto. At bedtime, you're gonna take a product called Activate, okay? And that is what's gonna be working while you sleep, pushing all of the things through your system. So by in the morning, you're gonna need a little extra time because you're gonna have some bathroom time. Let me just say that. It's gonna push all of the things through your body. It's gonna give you good health stuff for your body and for your digestive system. again, I'm going to break it all down when I talk to you one-on-one in a live. I'm not going to get all into the nitty-gritty. People don't want to hear all that. But that's what the Activate's going to do. It's going to take everything you've been doing and it's going to push it all through. On the third day, that morning, we're going to slowly add food back into our system. Hey, Irene, I really, really, really want you to watch the replay on this. So important. And then I want you to message me because I want you to start with a reboot, especially for all the health issues that we've been talking about. I want to get you on a reboot. So definitely watch the replay on this. So that next morning, you're at 8 a.m., you're going to have your ketones, that ketone drink, right? Because it's going to give us all the ketones, keeping us high, burning our fat. And then we're going to have one hard-boiled egg. So here's where the eggs came in. So you can even buy a little half dozen if you're not an eggy person. I mean, you can even have a piece of cheese if you choose to. A hard-boiled egg is just very gentle on the system, and it's a nice way to start introducing food back into your body. At 12 p.m., we're going to have a small salad. Small salad. That means a cup full of lettuce. I mean, I personally like mixing my lettuce with spinach and kale. Iceberg lettuce doesn't have much nutrition. So if we're going to start a lifestyle change, let's just start by getting rid of the iceberg. I mean, every so often I have a wedge salad. I'm not going to lie. But on a regular, I do add the real lettuces that actually give me good nutrition. So with the salad, you're not gonna have any protein, not yet, okay? We had the protein in the morning with the egg. And then for somewhere about 3, 4 o'clock, you're gonna wanna have a snack. Again, we're introducing food back into the system. Now at the snack, this is where we can have a piece of cheese, some nuts, some seeds. Almonds are a really good pick, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds. And we're talking like a handful, okay? So like maybe like 40 grams. You don't want to get crazy because we're slowly introducing food back into our system. And then for dinner, this is where you're going to want to have a sensitive dinner. Because we've been fasting, right? We've been doing this cleanse for 60 hours. So we don't want to put some high fats that aren't healthy fats right into our system. So when I say healthy dinner, I mean like 8 ounce or like 4 ounces, something as big as our hand if you're going to eat meat, 4 ounces of meat. If you're vegan, something that is protein equivalent to this much meat, and some vegetables like maybe some steamed broccoli, some carrots, some green beans, some kale, and no white flour, no rice, no potatoes, nothing like that. Quinoa maybe, and just a little bit, like maybe a 1/4 cup. And then your fasting and your cleanse is over, because that night you're gonna take your third Activate. Remember, Activate's the one that's the little vacuum that's sucking everything that's all needs to go and pushing it through your body and out the bottom. I'm not gonna say the word again. I already said it once and it grossed me out. But you know what I'm getting at. And then that's it. Now, Toya, my girl here, she thinks we should do our measurements and our weight the night before we start eating the real food. I'm gonna leave this up to my peeps. I might even do the measurements and weight that night and then do it again the next day, that night after I've taken the Activate, because I want to know how much more the Activate from the last night, right, is going to push everything through my body. So I'm going to measure and do my weight on both times. Then your cleanse is over. Your reboot is over. At this time, have a plan. Have a plan before you start the cleanse and the reboot of what you're going to be doing. Meal prep, meal plan. God help you, meal plan. Don't leave it to just what am I going to eat that day. The whole point of a reboot is not only to restart your system for whatever it is you're going to do for your lifestyle change or continue a change you've already started but plateaued and needed to restart that boot. Have a plan. because after doing this for 60 days, your mindset's going to be so different. You're going to feel so good. Your body's going to feel good. You're not going to be bloating and gassing and IBSing and all of the things that we don't want to talk about. You're going to feel good and you're going to want to eat good. So have a plan. All right, you guys, who's ready to do a reboot? If you're ready to do a reboot, I want you to post a comment in here that says reboot with 2 hands going up like this. Woo, woo. Reboot, whoop, whoop with the hands. I will private message you, and then we'll start talking about your lifestyle change first of all. Like, what are you gonna do after the reboot? The whole point of this is not only to help you with the reboot, I wanna help you have a plan afterwards, okay? The reboot and then the plan. And then we wanna customize the reboot to your schedule. So it's important that we talk. We're gonna start this reboot. Let's see here. Toya girl, you still with me? What's the date we start the reboot? I know that you put it on here. An updated schedule for Activate. Okay, perfect. $45, you guys, for a total body reboot. All natural. All natural. And you're gonna feel amazing. And we're starting it next month. And I know this has a little bit of a delay versus what I see. Oh, Irene, I used to have IBS like, anyway. 8:10, thank you. 8:10 is when we're gonna start this. You guys, that's in like what, 12, 13 days? If you don't have a plan, I can help you. The Mediterranean diet is amazing and works super well with doing this system on a continuous basis because this is a reboot. But let me tell you, when you get that burn in your system, the one I've been telling you about, you're gonna freaking lose your shit. It's amazing. And again, I wasn't even taking it right, so I can just imagine. I started taking it right starting today. Wow. It's gonna change everything. I want you to have a plan. I know you need help, Irene. I want to help you. So I'm gonna end this. And Irene, I want to see reboot woo woo in the comments right now, girlfriend. Show me that you're serious. Show me that you're ready. Are you ready, Irene? Because I know you're ready, girl. You've been wanting this. You've been asking for this. The time is now. The time is now. I got you. I will help you with a plan. It doesn't have to be keto. Just because keto is my thing, doesn't have to be keto. I also know a whole lot about the Mediterranean diet, and I also did Beachbody for quite a while. And I have a lot of recipes from that, and I can help you with a diet plan that is low fat and even vegan, okay? It doesn't have to be my way, but you gotta have a way. You wanna do a reboot and you gotta have a way. Irene, do I see a woo woo in the hands? Girl, I know you want it. All right, you guys, if you're just joining, I really encourage you to watch the replay. There's so much more information to this. This is a reboot for anybody who wants to start a lifestyle change when it comes to your health and your eating. Has nothing to do with having do with keto, Mediterranean, low fat, vegan. It's a reboot to get your system energized and pumped and fired up to start a plan. Any of those plans, you gotta have a plan. All right, you guys, have a wonderful night. Watch the replay, and when you're ready, if you're serious and you want to do this, again, I have 20 spots. I only could make enough for 20 people. So if you want to do the reboot, I want your emoji with the hands in the air and a reboot, and I will message you and we'll get you going. Starts on the 11th of next week, or the 10th of next week. All right, you guys, mwah! Hashtag Coach Cece cares. Let me care, let me help. I got you, girl. Cheers.